Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video that's been highly requested in my comments section for a while now, and just haven't done this yet because a part of it is like opening up your diary and exposing the kind of inner workings of your head is a little bit scary, but that is my craft room and sewing room tour. So I've tried to keep it as realistic as possible. I've done a little bit of tidying, but not a lot, as you will see in a minute. And I'm going to show you how I store everything, kind of how I keep everything organised or not organised in some cases, and kind of like the overflow of crafts. And yeah, I'm going to show you inside my little space. Before I get started though, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this video today. I'm going to kind of keep it chatty, you know, let the thoughts flow out as much as possible. So it's going to be a little welcome to my crib scenario, which is why we're starting at the door today. Feel a little bit weird, but anyway. So things to note, I am a multi-crafter, so as much as I absolutely love sewing, I also love crafts, and with that comes a lot of equipment, a lot of materials, and I'm not gonna lie, I have been a hoarder in my life. I am that person that if your nan got a birthday card 10 years ago, she'd keep it for you. So I have been known to hold on to things because I just don't like throwing things away. You never know when you're going to use it. But you know, when I moved into this house a couple of years ago, I did have a huge sort of de-stash, and then it's just kind of accumulated again. But I've managed to keep it fairly streamlined. Like if I get things that I don't use anymore, I kind of gift them to charity or give them to friends and family. So everything that is in this room serves a purpose in some way, although there are like overflow drawers and stuff like that where I've got materials in there. But you know, as I have a crafty YouTube channel and I have my Instagram, and then my enjoyment is multi-crafts, I have a lot of stuff. So I'm very aware that this is a privilege, and I'm very grateful that I get to have a whole room to be able to have this in. Me and my partner live in London. We rent. It's a 2-bedroom property. This is the small bedroom that I've got for this. We pay a pretty penny for it, and we work really, really hard to have this. So yes, whilst it is a privilege to have this lovely little space, it does cost, and I do pay a lot for it in London. But yeah, so without further ado, we're going to go on inside and I'm going to show you around. I'm very excited and nervous. I'm going to take you off the tripod. Cool. So first thing is, I do have usually a tripod and my ring light just in here already set up, because I do a lot of videos, probably film 2 or 3 times a week, so it's handy just to have them in here. So I'm just going to pop them in here. This is exactly where they would be, just there. Cool, so I'm going to turn the camera around now so it's not on my face, and I will do some tours and stuff. But I am filming this on my own. It would be really cool if I had someone follow me around like I was in like an episode of Cribs, but sadly I don't have that luxury, although although my husband would probably oblige, he's out. So we're doing this on my own. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'll show you, yeah. So this is my door, and as you come in, straight away at floor level, we have a bag of kind of yarns, and this is like my punch needle bag. I'll crouch down so I can show you. So in here we've kind of got like some punch needle crafts that I've made, things that need to be finished. A few of them have been finished, like this one. But I am working on a punch needle ebook. I say that because then it will help me actually finish it if I actually put it out there to the world. I've even been making like little templates and stuff to go in the ebook, so it'll be like free downloads and stuff like that. But it's just I have to basically do punch needle when I'm in the mood to do it, and it's taken a little bit of a backseat, although this is one of the ones that I'm working on for the ebook as well. So I will get there eventually, hopefully the start of next year I'm hoping to aim for. And then in here, this little bag, I've got my pom-pom makers in there, and then like my punch needle and threaders and stuff like that. So yeah, that just kind of stays here in this bag, because then sometimes what I like to do is just take this downstairs on the sofa, and when I'm watching TV in the evenings I can just have it next to me and do crafts. And then I've got my sort of different frames there for my punch needling. And yeah, so moving on, we walk in and then I've got this kind of like ladder shelf here, and this is purely decorative, to be honest. I won't stay on this too long. I've painted the different shelves, and I've got my Blythe dolls here. If you don't know what Blythe dolls are, and you're probably either one or two things at the moment, you're either thinking, what the hell are they? They're really scary, or you're thinking, like, they're cute. Cool, if you think they're cute, thank you very much. They're actually dolls that originate from the 1960s, and yeah, I've got a couple of them. This one is just a factory version, so it's not a legit, although it was made sort of in a Blythe factory, and then this one is a legitimate one that I picked up from China. So yeah, got my wedding bouquet here, lots of jewellery that just kind of sits there, because this is kind of like overflow of my jewellery from my bedroom. Little pom-pom things and stuff that I had from my wedding, to be honest, is all just sort of there. Little photo frame, and then down here is just kind of like random stuff, some bags that I use for like rubbish if I've ever got like little bits I need to throw away, some photo frames, some little crafty boxes in case I need like to do a workshop, a box of hair accessories, so like headbands, faux flowers, beads, and then I've got like loads of pom-poms and stuff in here, like ready-made ones in case I have a project I need pom-poms. And yeah, that's kind of it really there. A little ladder behind the door, and then I've got handbags like hanging on the door here. Yeah, I've got a wardrobe here, which again I won't focus on because obviously this is a craft room tour, but anyway, I've just recently organised all of this. Doesn't look like it, I know, but I've got all my coats and jackets in there, and then lots of clothes, as you can tell, like colour. Handbags at the top, and then I told you it was going to be a real tour, guys. We have a tragedy doll. But anyway, so this is kind of like overflow, if you like. I've got my box of shoes and stuff there, and then we've got fabric scraps in this carrier bag, so I keep all my scraps in case I want to do any small projects, masks, scrunchies, whatever, good for filling if you do teddy bears or like whatever it is. This little bag here is like a bag of sewing tools, so there's like elastic in there, machine components and stuff. I've got a bag of teddy bear stuffing there, an extra overflow bag of yarns. This is like my knitting bag, so this has got knitting needles and some other projects that I've started in there. And then this is a video I worked on for Jelly Res, so I've just got some other kits there. Can leave that, put that away. That's that. And then I've got a random bag of Pasheen items there, but I work 2 days a week for a jewellery brand, and one of the things that they do is they have branded jewellery, and one of them is Pasheen, so I've got a big bag of stuff which is props, as I do content creation for them, so that just kind of sits there. So it's quite a big bag, does take up a lot of space at the moment, but it's just temporary. And then I've got my cutting mat behind this cube unit. I love these cube units, I've got 2 of them. They're from Argos, but you can get these from IKEA as well. I just like the Argos ones because they had backs to them, whereas the IKEA ones don't, and I liked the fact that, you know, things couldn't fall behind and stuff. It was really handy. I mean, let me just do a quick tour from this viewpoint. Here is the room in all its glory from this angle. I'm going to try and whiz through as much as I can because there's quite a lot to show. Got my Cricut maker, she lives there. I've got the gold version, not the rose gold, so in case you're wondering, she lives there. I'll just leave that open for now. Got a couple of framed pieces of work on the wall. This is one from my most recent autumn video, and this is from one of my spring videos. Really cute little wall art ideas. And then quickly I'll go through these drawers. This is a drawer full of like Cricut materials. This drawer is makeup, so I used to do a lot more beauty makeup, and I've recently did a huge clear out, so this is what I've been left with. Lots of palettes and glitter makeup, because when we could actually go to festivals, I used to take my whole kit and do like lots of glitter makeup and stuff at festivals, but that kind of all lives there. And then we've got my Instax cameras, overflow of Cricut stuff here, a little box of jewellery that my nan's given me, kind of just stays there. In here we've got crafting blanks, so like little flags, tote bags, signs and stuff. And then below that I've just got some like winter hats and stuff just to store in there. And then in here I've got overflow of like beauty products and makeup, which I've been sent in the past, and I keep for things like gifts for friends, or for myself if I've run out of concealer or wet products. It lives in there. And then behind there is like my memory box, all my Instax pictures, and then these little things I got recently sent from Hobbycraft. They're little crackers for Christmas that you can fill with your own things. My little Cricket Joy, she usually lives in the cupboard, but she's out because I've been using her a lot recently, so she just sits there. And then underneath the desk, I'll quickly show you from this angle, I've got my Cricut mats sort of tucked in. Let's move over to my desk area. So, on my desk, we've got my lovely like wall art here, and then we've got my sewing machine, a little box of pens and scissors. These are kind of like my go-to grab ones when I need them. A little fan, this is from Line Friends, really cute, love it. Lava lamp that never gets switched on. Little picture of me and my husband on our wedding day. Pretty busy. This is just like pens and stuff. This is more of like my illustration pens. Little mindfulness book from my friend Jazz. I'm really into mindfulness, meditation, living sort of a mindful lifestyle. I like just having that there to grab and read it if I'm having a bit of a stressful moment. And then over here we have notebooks. So these are blank notebooks and other task books that I keep sort of on hand. My sewing machine, plugs, pins, and my little pin cushion here, and a lamp obviously. This is like important documents, files, contracts with brands. And then yeah, little pictures on the wall. This is to kind of keep my brand inspiration going. This is like my mood board that I started in January 2020. Like visualise what my brand is, how I want it to look, and then just a cute picture of me and Chris. Just had it randomly, I thought I'd stick it on the wall. Then I've got like my favourite craft books here that I constantly like go to. Obviously Tilly's recent book, Make It Simple. I've got some other beautiful books there that I like reading quite a lot and looking at. Daphne's Diary, which is my favourite magazine subscription, absolutely love it. And then some other magazines that I've collected over the years, which I again keep turning to and love. Under the desk, I'll do a quick under the desk view. It's not very pleasant under here obviously, but I thought you might be interested to see how I store my vinyl. So as you can see, it's quite full at the moment, but I got these like tubs from Amazon. I'll link them below, but they're really handy. They come in loads of different colours. I've got my, it's meant to be iron-on vinyls and then transfer vinyls, like adhesive vinyls, organised there, and then like some other stuff to the side. Got my vision board for 2020, but I'm going to keep that private because there's some stuff on there I don't really want to show. Other sort of like storage there. I've got a little bag here which is for camera equipment. Just use my foot and show you. This You OK Hun tote bag is full of scrapbooking stuff. So again, I like to have things in easy to grab bags because then I can take it downstairs and do stuff in the living room. It's easy to access then. When it was summertime, I'd take it into the garden. So it's really nice. So this box here is actually storage for my hen party and like memory box. So it kind of just lives there, but it's a nice little shelf to kind of keep my other scrapbooks on. Thing here is like a piece of slate for photos. And then yeah, self-explanatory, got label maker, printer ink, some crafting papers and stuff that live down the side there for my scrapbooks. Then this little unit has just got pens, different pens, basically stationery, like loose stationery and stuff in those ones. Drawers, again, it's just filled with like printer paper, stuff like that, just like usual stuff, scrapbooking things in there. Looks a bit messy, I know. Recently organised this drawer. This has got like phone and technology stuff in there. And then this one as well. So moving on to this section of the room, as you can see this looks the most cluttered, but it's kind of like organised mess if you like. So here I've got like a basket of papers and filming equipment. So this is good for like my flat lays, and I do like videos and stuff. Again, for my brand that I work for, I have like papers and things like that. And then I have like fabric surplus. So if I just move my little trolley out of the way for a sec. I've got another cube unit here, and this is mainly for all my sewing stuff, so like fabrics, tools, like that kind of thing. So I've got some fabric sort of folded nicely, pre-washed all there, also some like scraps and whatnot. Got some nice quilting cottons that I'm going to start making a quilt with soon, hopefully. And then yeah, my stock. So I've got, obviously I sell my little labels. I've got like stock there, all of my postage stuff to one side. I used to have a huge box, but it's kind of been condensed into one now, which is a lot easier. And then like some more postage stuff in this one. Got my raincoat project sat here ready to go. Some other fabrics all folded up, so it is all folded and neat. It's just I don't have any room for it anymore, so it's kind of just has to live in this corner. More fabrics all folded there. I've got some really nice yarns. Again, this is for my ebook punch needle project, so kind of just sat there waiting for when I can make them. And then I've got my overlocker sits there, and this is kind of just like a dust, like a pillowcase that I use for like get any dust away from it. My small easy press. And then here is like craft materials. It is surprisingly organised, like usually it's like really messy, but every little bag has got like things that I know where things are, if that makes sense. A box of cottons, so different colours and stuff, some patterns, sewing equipment, so my overlocker equipment, more fabrics in there. This is mainly just like offcuts and different other things that I have kept. In here is like paper patterns and a bit of excess felt. Got my quilting ruler here. And then in my trolley, this is, I like to keep this like mainly sewing things that I need to grab, and then I can just wheel this around wherever I need it. So in here is like buttons, labels and stuff like that in this box. Loads of patterns, all sort of here. I've stored some in these like little paper bags, but I'm going to get some envelopes for them soon because I think it will look neater. Again, some like projects that are already pre-cut, and then some random vinyl that's made its way on there. Then I've got my John Lewis sewing box. I won't go into too much detail about what's in it, but got my little sewing, basically my essentials in there. My fabric scissors sort of live there. Okay, so we're nearly around the room. Again, up here, this is stuff from Hobbycraft from their Christmas collection that they sent me. So I got this today. This is a needle punch set from Tiger, which I'm going to do a little review on YouTube. Some other notebooks. This is all like field notebooks, so like all of my illustrations are kind of just in there. Fabric paints, fabric glues, like in here. Cut off pieces of vinyl, and got like a box full of beads. I've got some jewellery pieces from the jewellery brand there. And that's it, I think, guys. So that's my craft room in a nutshell. Lots of random things, lots of goodies. So that's everything in my craft room. I hope you enjoyed my tour of all my sewing stuff and like the ins and outs of my storage. I didn't obviously go into details on like how I chose to store things that way. It kind of just came together, bits and bobs, you know, like trying to make space for things and like having to declutter and organise like constantly, basically, because when you do like crafting content and videos, it goes from a hobby to a job. So it's kind of like just storing in the most accessible way and easy way possible, I guess. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. There's definitely some embarrassing things like that I wish were tidier, but it is what it is. This is my room. You've seen a little like piece of me today, and yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye, thanks for watching.